Look what we rolling on, cuz. Crip, cuz. You see this shit? Look at my wheels.
You gotta understand, people see themselves in Tyler, the Creator, and it's always been that way. Tyler's fans kind of feel like they know him personally, and it's always been that way. I first caught wind of Odd Future back in 2010, and just for comparison timeline's sake, Tyler, the Creator was popular before Kendrick Lamar was. Like, Tyler, the Creator got popping before Kendrick. Like, Tyler was on national TV performing records.
Tonight, they're making their TV debut with us, Tyler, the Creator, and Haji Beats from Odd Future.
Before most people even knew who Kendrick Lamar was, before Section 80, before Good Kid, Mad City, before all of it. And a big reason why everyone seems to love Tyler so much, why his fan base seems so rabid for him, is because these two reasons. One, they kind of feel like they know the guy. They kind of feel like they've grown up with him. And in a way, they have. Because of the way that Tyler, the Creator, has grown as a musician over the years. And there's the other part to where people identify certain characteristics that Tyler, the Creator has, and they resonate with it.
I keep a blue flag hanging on my backside, but only on the left side. Yeah, that's the Crip side.
Hey y'all, I am a one-man show. I record, edit the video myself, create the thumbnail, everything. So hitting like and subscribe does help a bunch. Thanks so much. Back to the video. They see it in themselves. Tyler, the Creator, has always been very confident in his abilities from the very beginning.
To be better than everyone. I want to be better than them, and I want them to know that. So I'm coming for Kanye West's head because he's my competition. I also compose music and I rap and I direct videos, and I don't want him to think he's the only person that could do that.
And he's always had this underdog story. And even in Tyler's successes today, we see him as a multi-platinum selling rapper. He's one of the biggest rappers in the world. I mean, Chromacopia did crazy numbers. He had a huge show, doing shows at the Lakers Stadium. Even in his successes today, you can still feel that underdog story within him when you listen to his music. And even when Tyler raps, like his braggadocio raps, like we hear on Call Me If You Get Lost, where he's talking, kind of just bragging, doing the whole rapper thing.
About to spend millions just to fill voids up. Drama, I need you. Can you turn the noise up?
It almost feels like, yo, he deserves it though. it just aids to the idea that, like, we feel like we know Tyler, the Creator.
Give me your ear. Give me your ear.
Kibbles and bits.
Who?
Kibbles
Who?
and bits.
I'm Snoopy.
And it's not just people like me who have known him since 2010. It's all of his fans who he's accumulated throughout the years, whether it was in 2010, whether it was in 2013, 2018. It's like we all feel happy for Tyler because we see parts of ourselves in him. So since the very beginning, Tyler, the Creator, has always been unapologetically himself. He likes what he likes. He's not gonna go with the crowd on certain things. He's wearing these weird looking socks and button-up shirts, and we're wearing snapbacks, and he's wearing like these 6-panel hats or whatever, but he's gonna wear it, and he's gonna wear it confidently. When we were wearing the Hundreds and Crooks and Castles, these streetwear brands off of Karmaloop, Tyler was wearing Supreme when nobody really was wearing Supreme like that. And this is something that actually resonates with me about Tyler. Like, he likes what he likes, and he's not ashamed about liking what he likes.
I love Goosebumps as a kid. Black Ivy by Jason Jules is a 10 out of 10.
Even when it comes to Tyler's music preference, his music taste, he speaks very eloquently and at length about the music that he's really passionate about, whether you've heard of the music he's talking about or not.
Late 80s, early 90s, that Florida bass shit. It was super crude and but it felt good because it was just good dance music.
It's not like Tyler is just gassing up certain records, and no offense to these records, but everyone loves, Illmatic, everyone loves Good Kid, Mad City, everyone loves To Pimp a Butterfly, and everyone can speak in, ad nauseum about those records. Whereas with Tyler, he's gonna speak ad nauseum about these more obscure records that you may not know, and he knows you don't know these records, but just the passion in which he speaks about it, it makes you almost want to go listen to them.
So Kevin McCord, it's funny, I was listening to a record earlier called When the Night Comes, like that late 80s R&B, what they call it, The Quiet Storm or whatever, that late night driving with your girl, da 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 da.
So this is something that I identify with Tyler. And if you watch my channel, I'm not even the biggest fan of Tyler's music. I'm not going out buying Tyler's albums nowadays. I don't really like his music like that, to be honest. There are always other people in Odd Future who I liked a lot more. Like I listened to the Nostalgia Ultra tape by Frank Ocean way more times than I listened to anything else by Odd Future. I listened to the Damo Rolling Papers and the Earl Sweatshirt first mixtape. I listened to those way more than I listened to Tyler. Mellow Hype, way more than I listened to Tyler. So I'm not even someone who really likes Tyler's music like that. I respect it, but still there's images of me when I was a kid. I'm in my room recording videos on YouTube and I've got a Tyler, the Creator poster hanging up, you know, from the Goblin album. Why? If I'm not even that huge of a fan of his music, it's because I like what he represents. And I think that a lot of people feel that way about Tyler. And that feeling is intensified when you actually like his music and identify with his music.
And bitch, you gonna cheat on me? I don't know what to do. This dark, charcoal, black, Wesley Snipes, Nestle Crunch, shorty low head having ass nigga.
Tyler, over the course of his career, has done a great job at making people feel like they know him, like they're all a family. And he does this by being super authentic. It's kind of what I mentioned earlier. When we're all rocking Diamond Supply and the hundreds, you know, the streetwear of the early 2010s, Tyler's got on some streetwear, sure. I mean, he's not too far different from us, but he's got on these brands that you may have never even heard of, Supreme. While we're gushing over producers like Kanye West, like Madlib, Tyler's like, well, I like this guy Pharrell and I'm really into the NERD, and he goes into the, you know, the way he's making his beats and the samples. A huge part of Tyler's appeal is that he feels super authentic. It doesn't feel like he's saying things just to say them. It feels like he really feels that way, and he's also passionate about what he's saying.
Everybody thinks about dark shit. Why when somebody finally fucking says it, it's such a big deal, you know? But when I make a silly ass fucking song about socking some girl in her uterus, it's such a big fucking deal.
So even if you're not agreeing with what he's saying all the time, or you don't feel that same way about certain topics he's speaking on, you're still gonna feel him. You're still gonna understand, because there's a certain passion that comes out of him when he talks about certain things, especially music.
And that's what Kendrick just did with his new album. He touches on that's so honest that some people can't listen to it because they probably feel like he's looking at them in their eyes and they're like, oh, I can't listen to this, put on something else so I can hit my Dougie.
And there's also the part of Tyler where he was a struggling creator just like us. Early in Tyler's career, he's on YouTube, he's making these videos, he's on Twitter, he's talking with us, talking with the fans, like, hey, should I quit? What do y'all think? Should I keep trying to do this? Should I just get a regular job? So this kind of makes it feel like he's one of us, you know, as opposed to someone like a Nepo baby. You know, you look at the NBA and they have these things called Nepo babies now. A lot of the athletes from yesteryear are old enough to where their kids are now in the NBA. So these kids have grown up and basically been sent to academies after academy, getting their basketball skills up to one day become a professional hooper. Compared to someone who grew up in the streets like us, hooped on the same courts as us, didn't have all the resources to go to academy to hoop, but got naturally good and then went to the league. Tyler is that guy. He's not the Nepo baby. Like, we kind of saw him come up and become who he is today. So that's why when Tyler wins, when he does something that's momentous for his career, like that first time he appeared on national TV on the Jimmy Fallon show, that was huge for us. I mean, we celebrated that as if we knew him, like as if this was one of our homies. Like, yo, Tyler, that's crazy. Like, it's crazy, you know?
LA, stand up. Igor and Tyler, the Creator. Yes.
Doing 300K first week with Chromacopia, coming out to the pop-out show to amazing fanfare. We kind of feel like these are all shared victories. Even though it's only Tyler's victory, it feels like a shared victory, because over Tyler's career, he has built this underdog story, and we can see visually, we were there and we saw how he really became like just another kid on the internet making music to what he is today, Grammy Award winning artist. And again, I'm someone that doesn't even really like his music like that, and I still feel happy for him. And there's the musical side that I mentioned earlier. We've seen Tyler grow musically. He's going from a kid just making these super immature songs and videos to actually taking music extremely serious, which I think he always took music serious. He just had like this more comical, racy shock value side to his earlier music, to where nowadays he's challenging himself. He's putting out different looks, giving the audience different looks each album. He's trying different things. He's trying to be experimental. We've watched him grow as an artist. And there's only one rapper from that generation to where we witnessed such a massive growth. There's Tyler and the other one is Mac Miller. We also saw Mac Miller go from being this kind of, immature, not so much shock value, but a kid basically, to giving us these grand works, whether it's the Larry Fisherman, whether it's the joints with Anderson .Paak, Divine Feminine. We really saw Mac Miller become a great musician. Like we saw the seed go from a seed to a plant. This also happened with Tyler.
You never met Jesus, okay? You never met him. You don't know what the nigga breath smell like. You don't know if his babes is real. How you gonna tell me something he said when you ain't never even heard something he said?
Waffles.
And so because Tyler is constantly growing musically, the people who were fans in 2010 of his music can still be fans nowadays in 2025 because his music is grown. He's not still rapping about what he rapped about in 2010.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rap about the same shit. It's progression. Why the fuck would I rap about the same shit on my first album when I was broke as fuck? It's progression.
And it makes it so newcomers can also become fans of Tyler's music because Tyler, his sound is not aged. He's constantly evolving and trying different things with these albums. So it just makes his fan base exponentially larger and larger every time he drops. And Tyler has this thing where he doesn't take himself too serious, but he is actually very serious, especially when it comes to music, film, art, like the art aspect. He's actually very serious, like dead serious, way more serious than probably any other rapper I can think of. And Tyler is very vocal about what he likes and what he doesn't like.
This is like weird. Don't even sit well with me in comparison to someone like a Mac Miller or Eminem, who it didn't seem like they was mocking it. They had a genuine love for it.
Which we really don't get from a lot of artists nowadays. A guy like a J. Cole or a guy like a Kendrick, they'll probably be more neutral when it comes to certain things, certain rappers, certain, aspects of the industry or musically that they may not like. They may kind of fall back a little bit on the critiques, whereas Tyler is, he's so serious about the music part that he's willing to speak up about it. So he has this way of just being very humorous, lackadaisical, fun-spirited type of guy and conveying that to the audience through the media, while also being very serious about his craft.
On my motherfucking face, hey, nigga, all up in the club eating grapes with your baby mama, sister, cousin.
And it shows in his group. When you look at Odd Future, pretty much everyone from Odd Future, like over half the group, were very successful. Odd Future was kind of the last and one of the few super groups we ever got in hip hop. You got the Wu-Tang Clan and you got Odd Future. I'm talking about 6, 7, 10 members, you know what I mean? And when you look at Odd Future, the amount of success that one group experienced, whether guys are becoming actors or guys are becoming industry executives and just big names in the industry, staff. You look at guys like Frank Ocean. A lot of people forget nowadays Frank Ocean comes from Odd Future. Earl Sweatshirt has a whole underground career, one of the best underground rappers of his generation. You look at Damo Genesis, a very accomplished underground rapper. He's done works with Alchemist. Damo Genesis has solidified his name in hip hop's underground. And even look at guys who were just affiliated with Odd Future. Someone like Vince Staples. The first time we heard of Vince Staples was with Odd Future because he's constantly on songs out rapping Earl. And back then it's like, yo, who is this guy that's like going bar for bar with Earl? Because Earl is really good. Oh, that's Vince Staples. You got Vince Staples over here. You got Casey Veggies over here. So the amount of success that came from that one group, Sid the Kid with the internet, and you look at Mos Def's daughter, Layla, she dropped an album and is touring on it. And you can tell one of her big influences is Sid the Kid and the internet. Her music sounds just like the internet's. And she's younger, she's like 18, 19. So you can even see how it's connecting with the younger generation all these years later. So even just the success of Odd Future, with Tyler being the lead, being the helm of that group. That goes to show how serious he's taking the music. Like Tyler, his equivalent in that regard is someone like Westside Gunn, who's curating. Westside Gunn is not just making albums and doing ad-libs. He's curating his group. RZA is curating his group. Rap over this. No, say it like this. No, your name is gonna be this. Like he's curating. And Tyler has never been afraid to put himself out there. He's constantly put himself out there. And I don't want to say he was fearless, because he has expressed anxiety about possibly not making it as a musician, but then also the supreme confidence, like, no, but I'm good. No, but I'm really good. I'm better than these guys. And I think a lot of people resonate with that, because some people have that in them also. Like, yo, I'm going to be great. I want to be great. But then people also have the flip side, the fear of not succeeding. And Tyler had both.
Nah, dog. I just said that nigga, why, nigga? You a motherfucking bitch, nigga. I see your bitch ass eating cereal on Facebook, nigga. Nah, dog, I'm just playing, fool.
He wasn't afraid to share it. Sure, there was fear about Tyler possibly not making it or being boxed out of the industry. He felt like people were kind of blacklisting him a little bit.
Yo, two dope boys and all right, and any other nigga ass blog that can put a 18-year-old nigga making his own beats, covers, videos, and all that shit. You post Drake ass cliche jerking, LA slossing, rapping nigga ass hype beast niggas. Now back to the album.
But there was always that counter of, I'm gonna make it though. And I think people identify with that because they also feel like they're gonna make it in whatever it is they're doing. And even the people who don't feel that way, they look at Tyler as having a characteristic that maybe they wish they had, like that confidence in their art and their skill and their ability. And Tyler's always had that, and he's always put himself out there. And because he's not afraid to talk about his fears, it humanizes him and makes him very likable. So yeah, basically people see a lot of themselves in Tyler, the creator. This is what I've noticed over the years. Tyler was perceived as an outsider first. And I don't think that initial entry as an outsider has ever left him. I think to this day, he still holds remnants of that. And that's why he connects with people. He has a very specific fan base, a very certain type of fan base. And I think even people who don't know about Tyler's early years, they can kind of feel that outsider perspective that Tyler started with. And that type of perspective really connects with a lot of people, and it connects strongly with people who also resonate with it, who also feel like outsiders. Again, I'm someone that doesn't even like Tyler's music like that, but he still connects with me strongly in his interviews, in his love for music, and the whole outsider perspective. So yeah, that's why I think Tyler, the Creator, is one of the most loved rappers out there. And I think the only person you could compare him to in terms of this type of growth and the type of love that his fans have for him is Mac Miller. Mac Miller had a very similar thing going on. Like, if you weren't a Mac Miller fan, you weren't really, like, you're not really going to understand the type of love that they have for Mac Miller. It's because they grew up with him. It's because he's super confident, but he also has these insecurities that he's not afraid to put out there. And he's also a very talented musician, and he's grown with his fans. His music has grown over the years with his fans. So yeah, and RIP Mac Miller. I have that thought, like, yo, why is Tyler so loved? I just had to articulate it for y'all. So yeah, let me know, when did y'all become Tyler, the Creator fans? Again, I heard of Tyler, the Creator probably before I heard of Kendrick. If not before, it was around the same time, but Tyler, the Creator was definitely popping before Kendrick. In the West Coast, for that generation, it goes, YG was popping in LA first. YG and Mustard, they came together. Ty Dolla $ign, they all came together. Nipsey, Dom Kennedy, Tyler, then Kendrick came later. Kendrick was kind of the last, you know, to kind of pop off right there. But once Kendrick came, we was like, okay, like Kendrick got all the recipes. Everybody else don't got the full recipe. They own right now, but Kendrick got the whole recipe book. So yeah, that was a good time in music for the West Coast. So anyway, that's all I got for today. When did y'all become Tyler fans? And do you even like Tyler's music? What's your favorite Tyler song? Mine is Boredom. Top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.
Look what we rolling on, cuz. Nigga ass crip, cuz. Nigga, you see this shit, nigga? Look at my wheels, nigga.